There's bright moments and there's dark moments in entrepreneurship, and this is not a bright moment. Hey John, nice to meet you, man.
Mike, excited to be talking to you, man.
This would be a very unusual ask, but having said all that, I'm doing unusual things now, man. And if it can help my conference, you know, this could be big for me.
But I'm gonna have you as like this central rock. The whole thing coming together, I get chills thinking about it.
I'm looking forward to meeting you next week. Have a good one, okay?
Awesome, thanks, Mike.
Bye. Hey. One of the things that I'm a little concerned about is, like, you know, we put up the community ticket as a kind of soft thing to see if it would sell, and so far we've only sold 4 of them.
Yeah.
And we are selling all the other tickets, but like part of me is like a little freaking out, a little concerned that, you know, will we sell those 1,000 or not? I'm hopeful that they'll just go poof and sell. Yeah. I guess we'll find out next Tuesday.
Hey guys.
Hey Dennis, how are you, man?
Hi.
What's up, Logan? What I would like to do is figure out a way to target people locally. To let them know that this event is in their backyard, because I don't think most of them do. Their cost of actually investment would be half the cost of everyone else, because there's no airfare, no hotel for the locals. That's the one area that we've done absolutely zero.
Nothing.
And I really think that that's the biggest opportunity.
I don't want to set false expectations, but I think that will do really, really well for you.
Well, listen, you guys, I'm excited to be working with you. Super stoked that you're willing to work with us, and this is just the beginning. You know, this is gonna lead to things that we can't even imagine. From your perspective, Jen, it's gonna add a new complexity to this, because there's yet another contractor.
Yeah.
The good news is that in this particular case, these guys know us really well.
Yeah.
But it's gonna put pressure, and it's gonna really require a really solid system between all of us. Good morning, Social Media Examiner News team. What's the big news this week?
The Facebook Live screen sharing feature.
I think we should definitely get Joel on to talk about the screen sharing feature. Don't you guys agree?
Yes.
Facebook is currently testing temporary profile status updates that are limited to 101 characters. Oh.
Weird. It really is weird.
That's like Snapchat/Twitter, pulling a page from both.
This is like if Snapchat and Twitter get together and have a child, you know, and it's unfortunately something's wrong with this kid.
All right, cool.
All right.
I'll get these show notes to you.
All right, thanks. This is the t-shirt that we've designed for attendees for this year, and you can see it's a much cleaner design. But I had Greg design it in a couple other colors I want to show you. So this is it on blue, and this is it on like a tannish color. But the challenge is, like, we never really sold a lot of blue shirts. We want them to go live with this t-shirt on. We want them to take selfies with this shirt on. We want it to be a shirt that they would feel proud to wear, and I think that that is a cool looking shirt.
Yeah.
I am pissed off. I'm frustrated because we're not selling as many tickets as I want to sell. And part of the challenge that I face is, part of me wants to go off on certain people on my team, because I thought I clearly conveyed the mission and the vision, and they told me they really understood it, but they didn't, and they didn't do the work. And it's like, you can't take back time. And we're in a race, and we're behind, and it's hard to come back from behind. It's really hard to come back from behind. And when your team is not communicating well, and when they're not properly executing on your ideas, it's a challenge, man. It's a challenge. I'm beginning to learn a lesson that it's one thing to just come up with ideas and tell your team, here's my ideas. And it's another thing to actually be there with them in the trench, making sure that they are executing on the ideas, because this is ultimately my failure. There's bright moments and there's dark moments in entrepreneurship, and this is not a bright moment. I'm gonna make sure that I'm not overreacting here by analyzing the data and making sure that things aren't as bad as I think they are. Well, I feel a little less angry, a little less stressed out about this one thing, because I can see now that it's brought in almost $17,000 in revenue in the last month. So I guess the core of my frustration is like the opportunity cost of not getting started on the other things. So I'm a little less pissed off now. This has been one of those crazy, insane weeks. I've got like 50 things in my inbox of things that I need to do. And of course, dealing with plenty of drama. The thing that I'm learning is that there are some things that are worth putting off so that you can be open to do things that are opportunities that present themselves. So one of the things that I've been talking to my staff about a lot is, number one, keep your eye on the ball. But number two, get your priorities straight, because just because you think it's an emergency doesn't mean it really is an emergency. And if you don't have a little bit of margin in your work to be able to say yes to certain kinds of opportunities that present themselves, then you may miss out on some really incredible things.
Hi there.
How you doing?
How's it going? Nice to meet you. Come on back.
Yeah.
All right, what we're doing right now, I can't explain it, but it'll become obvious in the future for sure. Now get out of here. I'm driving back from the courthouse, and like, wow.
I knew that would be something that would stand out to you.
I'm the real genius behind Social Media Examiner, and I'm the reason everything exists. So if you like what you see, it's because of me. Would you do me a huge favor? Share it so the rest of the world will discover who I am. I gotta go. Bye. Yeah, right. He thinks he's in charge. Please join me on The Journey. Subscribe now on YouTube by visiting journey.show. For extra special appreciation, hit the bell and let us know you've joined the Bell Squad.